Hey everyone!
Good
Hello,
morning.
hello! Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the RAW CONVO with the real Sheri Kondo.
Real one.
That's right, that's right.
To the gym.
To the gym.
We're going
Yes,
to the gym.
Yes,
If
definitely.
you didn't do that today, you did now.
You went to the gym
I
this
went to the
morning,
gym.
right?
This
You
is
worked
twice.
out? That's
This
right.
is 2-a-days now.
Well, welcome everybody, and it's good to have you all here. We're excited to be together. Make sure you go to our YouTube channel, The Real Sheri Kondo. Subscribe.
Please.
We have a number of resources coming up, some interviews, more of the RAW CONVO, and just some incredible things happening. So make sure you subscribe there. All right, this morning, starting off with some coffee. Both of us have coffee this
We
morning.
both have coffee.
That's pretty good. Grab your cup of coffee.
I mostly have creamer.
Right, that's where Sheri takes
My
it.
thing.
And grab a piece of paper and a pen. You ready to take some notes? We've got some great stuff to share with you today. So, all right.
Good.
So earlier this week, we put up a quote.
We did.
Yep. And so tell us that quote.
I will. There was something I was going to say before
we
this.
jump into this?
Now I've lost it. So
See,
I guess
this
I
is
shouldn't have
raw.
mentioned
This
it.
is real and raw. So
Yeah.
here we go.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, we got new chairs.
Oh yeah, are you guys liking the new chairs? Our new setup. This is our new setup here. So
Yeah, so-
give us a thumbs up if you like the new chairs.
Yeah, if you're on Facebook, you can't see this picture above us, but it's this really cool like train picture. It's kind of rough. It's really cool. Instagram can probably see it, but I got these chairs on a yard sale. I was so proud of them. They were in someone's office. Two
Yep.
chairs and a rug and a table for $120. I couldn't beat it.
Woo!
Woo! And they're orange, and that just makes me happy.
Yes.
So anyway, just thought I'd share
Is it
that.
orange? I thought it was
So-
red.
Oh.
Orange, red. Okay, they're orange. Sheri says they're orange, so of course they're orange. So. All
Okay,
right.
so anyway, the quote that we put up, if you go
Yep.
to my grid on Instagram, you'll see it, but the quote that we put up was, difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. And so we're going to talk about that.
All right.
Difficult roads
Difficult roads
often lead to
beautiful destinations.
beautiful destinations.
Wow. Okay. That's pretty deep.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I didn't come up with it.
No.
That's why it's deep,
Well,
people.
so tell us the thought behind that quote, or kind of tell us what comes to mind when.
So I was thinking about mountain climbing. I don't mountain climb. Let's just say that out loud. I don't mountain climb, but I have hiked. I have actually climbed things.
Okay.
And it's not easy. It's difficult. And when you get to the top, the reward is the view, right? And the accomplishment and this and that. And so I remember just recently Gavin, our middle son, was taking a trip to see some friends in another country. And one of the things they were going to do was hike. And so he went to CrossFit to prepare for this hike, which I'm not sure that those two go together. Hiking, CrossFit, seems like you need a little more cardio than muscle. But whatever, it's what he did.
We need to talk to our daughter about that. She's the
Our
CrossFitter.
daughter's the CrossFitter, so she got him going to CrossFit.
Yeah.
He just went,
Yeah.
whatever.
I'll
So
ask her.
he said he got to going on the hike, and he said, I was not prepared. I did not go prepared. And we weren't even a few minutes into it, and I was worn out. So just thinking about the rough road and the difficult roads.
Okay.
We've been in some difficult roads,
Yep.
even recently,
Yep.
some difficult roads. And so when you think of this quote, what do you think?
Well, I think I think that in any journey, in anything, so on taking this hike up in the mountains and doing that, then it's when you get to that mountaintop, or when you get to the peak or the end of the trail, that normally there's a clearing, or normally there's a place to stop, or to take in the view.
Yeah.
And you're able to look down into the valley, or look across the way and see the majesticness.
Yeah. and where you came from.
Exactly. Oh yeah, yeah. You can look back and see from where, the trail from where you just came from.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that.
So is there something that creates the difficult road?
What creates the difficult road? Obstacles in the way. That it's an uphill battle.
Mm-hmm.
That it's uphill, right? I think of, parents saying went to school and walked barefoot uphill both ways or whatever, trying to make it sound in the snow, trying to make it sound so difficult. But it's uphill. Oftentimes on a hike or going to the mountain on the journey, it's uphill. It's a tough trail. It's you've got to push yourself.
Do we create the problem? Do we create the difficult road?
On the trail, I think it's we created by maybe not being prepared.
Yeah.
By not being prepared. If we're prepared for it, if we're in shape for a long hike, to go uphill, we have our cardio ready to go, and
that's right.
Maybe if we have the right equipment to climb over things that are in our way, then definitely we are prepared. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, so I have a friend in the hospital right now.
Okay.
Who actually a couple of friends this week. One lost her brother to a cancer fight, and another girlfriend right now diagnosed with stage 4 yesterday. So I think that when we face these roads, these difficult parts of our life, they are unexpected, and so we're not prepared for it because it was unexpected. And some things that we find ourselves in we weren't preparing along the way to not experience that. So our health, for example, and please do not get me wrong, I'm not blaming cancer on these people, but our health, for example, there are things probably happening in our bodies right now that we should go have checked out, and we don't. We let it go, and then we're shocked by this horrible infection we have, or now treatment we need to take, or whatever, because we didn't face it, we didn't prepare ourselves, we maybe even created the road that we're on. If you're in a financial hiccup right now, if you're in a financial strain, were you prepared? Your unpreparedness now has made this difficulty. So I think we're more in control of the difficult road than we want to admit.
Okay, I like that. Yeah.
I think ultimately, us being unprepared and then having things take us by surprise, and that's unexpected. It's really probably a prolonged ignorance. Is ignorance a word?
Yeah.
We're gonna go with it. We're gonna use it.
Yeah.
That we prolonged something, we ignored something too long, and now it's become this difficult road. But at the end of it, no matter what difficult road you're on, at the end of the difficult road is the mountaintop.
Right.
Is the success you got through it.
Right.
Is a beautiful view. You can look back at probably every difficult road because you persevered through. You can look back and say, that happened for me, not to me. Yeah. Hashtag Ed Milet. Let's go with that.
Oh, Ed Milet. Again, that's 2 weeks in a row.
And it's probably the same quote, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't go back and listen, but I'm like, I think I probably used that same thing. Hashtag Ed Milet.
Right. Yeah.
It happens for you, not to you.
Yeah. That's very good. So often the difficult roads that we face and we take, more often than not, they are self-created.
Yeah.
They're in one way or another, in some fashion. Now there are some, circumstances happen, things happen,
Sure.
and I don't think there's maybe a statistic on what
If you know a statistic,
Yeah,
send it our way.
yeah, that
Help us out.
that the bad road or the difficult road is just happens. But
Yeah.
yeah, but no matter what, like you said, there is a journey, and we are to, we often talk about enjoying the journey.
Yes, sure.
I think can be difficult,
Yes.
right?
When the road's difficult, it's hard to enjoy the journey.
So to smell the roses along the way,
Sure.
to stop and look at there are views along the way,
Yeah.
but they lead to beautiful destinations.
Yes. Yes.
And so in the end, you lead to that mountaintop. You lead to that scenic view. You lead to that top where you can overlook, and like you said, see where you came from.
Yes. Right.
What are some things you think of that we can gain? And we didn't really talk about this, but maybe there's some things we can gain from looking back and seeing the journey we just came from.
Well, I think gratitude
Okay.
comes to mind top of the list. Is
Okay.
that when you look back where you came from, what you came through, and where you are now, hopefully, I would hope that you can end the journey with
Yeah.
gratefulness, with gratitude, either that you made it, gratitude to God that He pulled you through, gratitude to family that helped you out, gratitude to, I don't know,
Right.
all many various things that may have helped to get
Right.
through this difficult time.
Yeah.
So I think gratitude, and then also hopefully you learned you got an education
Okay.
along the way, and
Okay.
so you can end with being better than you started, not crossing that bridge again, not facing that journey again, because
That's good.
you are more prepared. You learned, right? So
That's
I don't know.
good.
What do you think? What do you think you gain on that?
Well, I think you, looking back and you can see you actually see the process. What did it take to get there?
Yeah.
And so what are the process, as a process systems guy, right? So it's all about, okay, so these are the steps I took.
Yeah.
Now I know those are the steps, those are the things that I had to do, the steps, the process we took to get there. And if I run across this again, or if this is the same road we take again because of maybe that's our business, maybe that's what we do, etc., we now know that is the process. That's the steps. If we just take the same steps, we'll end up at the same place, at this mountaintop, at this scenic view, as we face whatever it is, each and every time.
Sure.
Yeah, because it's the
I
same.
hope we don't run the same road every time.
Well, I think there's two different thought processes
Yes.
there, so
Yes.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
Putting plans in place to get through a hard time,
yeah.
knowing that it's going to come.
Yeah.
The thing I think of is a reoccurring hard time is if you're in a business that is seasonal. You've got to have things in place to get you through the low season, and then you have to have situations in place to endure the heaviest season.
Right.
And I don't mean endure in a negative way. I just mean like keeping your energy, keeping your focus, that when you are in your heaviest season, you're in your busiest time, you don't then lose sight of, important things. You don't give up on attending church if that's what you do, or knowing your kids' names if you know them now. You don't forget them then. Things like that.
Right.
That you continue to date your spouse, that in your heaviest times you don't lose things that you are nurturing during the slower times. I think on the flip side, sometimes people get so caught up in their head about the slow time that they ignore those things then.
Right.
And when things are good, money's flowing, business is good, then they're at their peak with their family, their kids, and all of that. When they're down, they're in their own heads about it, and now they're not taking care of those things. So I think there's, of course, this world turns around because there's a million different types of people.
Right.
And so different people need different things or do different things in their process. But ultimately, yes, having a process to get through. And if you are in a seasonal type business or this and that, that you have systems for both the high and the low.
That's good. That's really good. I think the last thing that maybe we could talk about, again, as we take this a difficult road that we may have, and then we end up at this beautiful destination. That the last thing maybe is at that beautiful destination is rest.
Right.
You get to stop.
Yes.
And you get to rest.
Yes.
Tell us what you think about that. About what that rest might.
Yes,
be.
I think I've read this quote and I want to say someone put someone famous's name on it, but I don't know who said it.
Okay.
I'm just going to say it. Is that if you're going through hell, don't stop.
Okay.
Just get through.
Yeah.
Right? So, get through as quickly as possible.
Right.
With as much education at the other end as possible. But finding an inner rest is not laying down and taking a nap. Finding an inner rest is not checking out and saying, I just can't deal now, so I'm going to the movie, although sometimes that's required.
Yeah.
Finding an inner rest is whether you're at a high or at a low, on the inside, your inner peace is, it's going to work out. It's going to be okay. And I'm not going to have heart failure over it. And I'm not going to stroke out. And I'm not going to, I don't know, speak rough to my spouse or, whatever your process might be, whatever your fallback is when things are tough. If it's not a positive emotion, that you can inner rest and say, I'm gonna do better. Each time I face something difficult, I'm going to do better.
Yeah.
And just an inner rest, knowing. I just saw a T-shirt or something. I think it was a T-shirt that said, "Spoiler alert, it's going to be okay."
Yeah, that's right.
I'm like, that's right. Spoiler alert, it's going to be
that's
okay.
Right. That's right.
And it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
If you're in a rough road, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And get through it quickly with education at the other side, with dignity, with that you've done the right things, you've spoken well to people, you don't regret at the other side. And when you get there, you are proud of where you are. The view is beautiful.
Yep.
You have more tools in your life tool belt at the end of it because you went through a rough time wisely and you got through it well.
That's good. That's really good. I think our pastor often he talks about seasons, that there's seasons, so you may be going through a difficult road, a difficult season, and then but then there'll be other seasons where it's a season of the beautiful destination.
Yeah, sure.
But I think that the hard thing is to rest in all seasons.
Yes.
Is to find that rest. Yes, there's rest at the beautiful destination. At the end of the trail, you can stop, take the scenic view, take a deep breath.
Yeah.
But I think as you take that journey as well, take that deep breath.
Take that deep breath.
As well. So
that's right.
It's really good.
That's right.
It's really good. All right.
Tell us what you thought.
Yeah.
Tell us what you need on your journey, where you've been. How did you rest during the hard time? How did you celebrate at the end? Just tell us about it. We want to know.
All right. Very good. Remember, difficult roads often lead
to beautiful destinations.
Good
That's
deal.
Right. Hey, guess what? We have an event coming. January 11th, 2020. We will launch the new year with a Super Saturday. And so far, that's its title. Super Saturday. With the raw business, Super Saturday. So I'm sure it'll come up with something different between now and then. But we have a date. That'll be January 11th. It'll be from 10 to 2. And I cannot tell you where yet because that I'm still working on. But we'll have that by next week because I should have an answer today.
Awesome.
And I'm excited. We'll have multiple speakers. We'll have vendors on hand for shopping and this and that. We'll have
build your business.
To build your business, things
yeah.
that'll build your business, or just things because they're fun to have.
There we go. Yeah.
We'll have other business owners, and this event is for anybody who is looking to have a business or sharpen their saw. If you want a business and you're just beginning the process and you just want to hear from other people and learn from another's field of work, then that's what this is for. If you have a business and the new year is launching and you're kind of setting out your new goals and this and that,
Yep.
you're going to want to hear from some of these speakers that are coaches, that are mentors themselves, that have killer businesses
Yep.
in many, many fields. And I'm just so excited
Yep.
about the lineup that is coming together. So put it on your calendar. Price, I don't have that yet either. We've talked about a price. I don't know what it'll be. It really, we're backing into that, right? Because we've got to secure the location, and lunch will be included. So we do know some of these things. We will have a swag bag. We will have some things, but we're working on the money. So there will be a price. I don't think it'll be that much, but it will be the 11th of January.
All right. Exciting times.
It's great.
Yeah, make sure to mark your calendar. Plan on joining us here. It will be in the Dallas
It will.
Metroplex.
It will.
And so we're excited about that. Mark your calendar. Be sure to join us and be there. So thank you for being with us today.
Thanks for joining us.
Make sure
Have
to
a beautiful
subscribe.
day.
Subscribe down below here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Make sure to connect with us. Send us an emoji. Let us know what you think. And we
Unless
appreciate.
it's poop, don't send us.
Don't
poop.
send us
I'm not
poop.
doing it.
Oh, I don't know. Poop's okay too because it's smiling. It's smiling poop. All right. Be blessed. Love y'all.
Thanks, y'all.
All right.
Have
Bye-bye.
a great day. Bye bye.